What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining the show on this financial show. It's called Get Rich or Die Working. None of us wants to work and die a 9 to 5. We all want to get rich. We all want to make money. At least some of us just want to sustain a sustainable income, man. So on this channel, we talk about stocks. I give you my personal analyst views. I try to give you guys some hints, some pointers if you guys are in the stock market, or I give you my personal quotes, what I think of which stocks are the ones you should invest with. Just to let you guys know, I am uh financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. So you place your bids in whatever stocks or investments on your own will. This is only for purposes, entertainment purposes only. Get rich or die working. Listen, I believe that people should always have a second residual income, regardless of just working your 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 job is supposed to be money that you get, but you use that money to fuel into something bigger. So that way you don't have to uh, put yourself in a bind to where you have to be a slave to the system and work a 9 to 5. I believe in financial freedom, you know. But anyways, man, I want to talk to you guys about this stock called FLJ Group, man. And if you look at the resistance level, man, we're gonna go to advanced charts, man. Look at the resistance level over here, bro. Now check this chart out, man. This stock is gonna fucking boom, man. I'm predicting that this could possibly hit $5. If you look at the patterns in the resistance level over here in the red, it's pushing up the stocks over here. You see this green line? Whenever it does this cross and this blue line is going down here, chances are it's going to keep on getting higher. You see the resistance line pushing up? As long as this red line keeps going up, we are in the green. So let's look at the candlestick now. As you can see, the formats of the candlestick. These blue and the resistance lines are far apart from each other, but they're aiming up. That means that this stock is predicted to keep on climbing up. I'll tell you what I got invested so far. Damn, my glasses. I'm gonna tell you what I got invested so far in this, man. Uh, let's go back. I'll show you guys what I've made so far with my investment. Okay. I got it at an average cost of $1.33 right now. Actually, I got it for a lot lower than that. I got it for that's just the average cost of it, but I got it for like $1.20 when I got in. I bought 528 shares. My portfolio diversity is at 86.77%, as you guys can see right here. Today's return alone, I got $105.60 for today's return for today. That's how much I made so far. Stock market is still open and it's still going to keep on climbing. So I made 10.87% off the dollar for today. My total return since I've invested in the last 3 days, I made $372.35 in 3 days so far. Not bad. 52.83% gain. My total value for the stock is 1,077 and 12. And I originally put down $500. Okay. I originally put down $500. I already doubled my money in 3 days. So just imagine. Of course, we want to make more money. I'm expecting for me to possibly come out, possibly, if it keeps climbing up. I may be making a bowl because I put in a small amount. I may be making a bowl judgment call here, but I want to say maybe $7,000 that I can flip $500 and turn to $7,000. Those of y'all who follow me on Instagram, when I showed you screenshots of my investments that I make, my day trading and stuff, look at this line. Look at this. It's at When you see this candle curving this way, that means it's bound to go up. Since today, okay, we started the market let me see. No, I'm sorry. We started over here. Well, the market started at 9:30. So let's go over here to 9:30. Okay. 9:30, the market started, and we were at $1.85, right? When we started off. And remember now, I made my investments like a couple days ago at close to $1.27 when I got in. So as it was climbing through the charts, it's gone all the way up to $2.15. And of course it dropped down, but I'm not closing out or anything like that because I know that this is expected to just keep climbing up. So you don't ever want to pull out of stocks and be overly aware or like you don't want to god damn it, my phone's blowing up. You don't want to panic, man. If you kind of know the charts and everything, this right here is your guide. Your red is your resistance. If the resistance is going up and it's pulling up, chances are the stocks are going to keep on going up. Once this resistant line heads down like this, that's when you need to start worrying because then you're going to lose some money. But as long as this resistant line is aiming upwards like this, it's going up high. Look at the candle levels. That's just the resistance line, but look at the candle levels. All green. All green. So this is what kind of helped me out a lot when it came down to investing. Um, for those of y'all who don't know, but I'll give you guys a better perspective of things. Like, what are candlesticks? Story of a candle. Okay, you got the green, you open over here, and then you got your lows with your resistance, right? So you always want to start off opening on the low end, right? Because the low end is where um you make your money. You never want to start on the high end and start investing when it's high. You always want to invest when it's low. So when it's low, um, that's because you know how this game goes. Whenever it's low and it's pointed down like this as an opener, and you see like that line. I wish I can show you one. Let me see if I could got one. Let me see if I got one as an example. See, there was a low line a long time ago. Yeah, I can't even show it on here. Okay, I don't even have it on here. All right. Well, anyways, I'll just explain it on here. So basically, if you guys have like a low line, it's opening right here, and it drops down low, which is expected. That's fine. You always want to open between here, between the blue and the red. That's where you open. You know what I mean? Because it's especially if the line is pointing down this way, that means the resistance level is down. That's when you want to get in. You want to get in when it's low, or when it kind of gets its peak. If it goes all the way down and it starts to curve like a V, be prepared to put as much money as you can because you're gonna go in for a ride. It's gonna go all the way up, and then once it hits a peaking point and you see it kind of curving down, it'll go down, and then you can close in where it can either go up or it can go down, but you have to watch the resistant levels. I wouldn't necessarily just close in on a candle unless I know for sure the resistance level is going to hold the stocks going up. So how you find the resistance levels? Easy on this chart. You see where that red is? As you look at this red, as long as the red is up, the candles are expected to go up. This is why I would never cash out anytime soon. I hope that FLJ goes to at least $10 to $13 per share. Because right now I bought these shares at $1.27 per share. I got 528 shares. I just got some money. So I'm probably going to end up buying more shares. I don't know if I could. I can't let y'all see my bank information, but I'm gonna go ahead. What up, Clan Killer? Have you invested in anything yet? Telling y'all, man, y'all missing out on this, boy. This is gonna get you some cash. Look at that. I made in 2 days $398, a total return back. Today I made $132 so far. My total return is 398.75, and it's gonna keep on going up. So I might want to make it. Let me see. I might want to make it 600 shares, but I don't think I want to buy any more shares. To be honest with you, just want to kind of make my money start growing. But let me see something here. I got what 528. Let me see. 72 shares. Okay. So 72 shares at $2.09. I don't think I want to buy it right now. That is high. I want to wait till it does a dip. Then I'll probably buy 72 more shares and see when will we get another dip. Okay, it's due for a dip coming soon. But since this resistance level is high, it's gonna go for a dip. Since this blue line is aiming down, that that means the candle is expected to go down. But since the resistance level is over here at $1.95, it's not gonna go any more lower than that. It's gonna stop at this peak right here. It shouldn't go any lower. It should stop right here and then probably loop its way up and go up because it's such a high velocity, volatility. I can't even say the word right. I catch my drift, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because it looks like it might go down. Maybe I might catch it like maybe at $1. I think the lowest it will probably go down is maybe $1.97, or it may not even go down because it just depends. Right now, price move up, price move below. Okay, let's do this. See, now I could go ahead and have a alert me when the price goes down. Say dollar. Say $1.89. I should say that. Okay, so I'm gonna get an alert, and it will let me know. A price alert will let me know if it gets to $1.89, and that's when we're gonna invest in and buy 72 more shares. If it does get that to that low, but I don't know. I just don't want. Hold on, give me a second. This guy was supposed to. I was supposed to have an appointment with this guy. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be on here too long because I got some things I gotta do. But I just want to kind of give you guys a feel of that. I don't stay on these financial channels too long because number one is I don't have a lot of people follow me on this channel, so I'm not gonna be doing long videos like that. But just giving you guys a little clue on FLJ. This is what I'm looking at. Um, I'll show you guys some other. Uh, I'll show you guys some other investments I've done. I've kind of just gotten back into it. I've taken some money out, uh, as you can see, because my portfolio was a whole lot before. Okay, so this I'm with Workhorse for the longest. I'm kind of sticking with them for the long run. Workhorse. They're the ones that do the electrical batteries for cars like Tesla, trucks, aircrafts. They build batteries like electrical batteries, as you can see right here. So this is a really good long-term investment. So I've got this investment for the long term. Battery electrical vehicles, including trucks and aircrafts. Um, so this is something that's for the long run, for the future. I got 73.77 shares. Um, so the FLJ is not a long run. That's more for the high run. Okay, so right now resistant levels is up. It's a little bit tricky. If this can cross over See, here's the thing. We don't want the blue to really cross over the green. We want the green to go up some more. As if the red can get past the blue line to hold the resistant level going up, then we will be. Why does everybody and their mama want to call me as soon as I make a video? If the red can go all the way up, like past that blue to hold that resistance level, then the green will start to fall up. If the red is beneath the blue and the blue goes over and it crosses over the green, chances are the stock is going to go down because there's not enough resistance level to hold that money. See, the green is the money. Just think of it like green is money, right? The red is just the bottom that's holding up the money, right? I just put in those terms. Now, if the blue is going past the green, right? That means they're taking money from it. So if the blue goes past the green and it crosses over and the red is still short, there's not no resistance level to hold that money up if it goes to like 202. So that's when you start to see the stock start to plummet and it will go down. Like for example, over here, right? Let me see. This over here didn't have much resistance level at this point, and I guess the blue line went ahead or gone up or went up or some sort to some degree, and this caused the stock to plummet down. So that's a little clues right there that you can kind of tell. But so far, see green, green, green. The red is right there. If the red can keep pulling up, for instance, then we could be looking at uh more stocks to be climbing up because we're in a bull market right now, so that's pretty good. It's about time. So I guess we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But I'm not too focusing on workhorse. That's just for long-term investments. We want to make that quick cash, so we did with FLJ Group because this is one of the cheapest stocks that's on a fast horizon too. So this is my recommendation. You guys place um you guys make your investments based upon your will. See, we did a crossover of the green and up, which is a good look, but let's just hope that this resistant level keeps going higher further. Because if this resistance level keeps going over here further, chances are it's good. Oh, see, it's moving up. Oh, well, the blue and the red is starting to intertwine with each other. They're off to the races right now. If the red can get past the blue and keep going up, chances are the green is going to keep rising up and it should hit probably 215. But we'll see. I would say probably by the end of the day, maybe 210. If it keeps going in this direction, maybe 210, 215, maybe. Um, but if it hits low, that's fine. That's when we want to get in, dip in, and make more investments. We never want to dip in on the highs. We want to dip in on the lows, and we make that train go up. It's okay if we lose some money. It's all right. But hey, you could always gain an opportunity from losing money by buying stocks. You buy stocks cheaper, eventually they're going to go back up, and you make up your money for the difference. So I'm very confident. Shout out to you. Yeah, I'm very confident in this stock. But Intel information. Someone asked me, "What's the most amount of money you've made in one day in the stock market?" Um, the most amount of money I've made one day, honestly, in the stock market, I want to say with day trading, I want to say $2,500. The most I've ever lost was like $9,000. I've lost I've lost a lot of money. And I want to gain back that money I lost, but it's a gamble, man. You can gain it, you can win it, but stuff I got a little greedy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, you gotta know when to pull out and when it's a strategy, man. It's all a strategy. You just gotta know when to pull, when to open and when to close. But this right here is expected to keep going up high. It looks like we're going to be catching a dip very soon. And that's when we're going to buy more shares. So that's okay. We're going to catch a dip. It's expected to catch a dip. Because you look at the patterns over here, we're expecting to catch a dip. That's when we buy, and we go catch. We're gonna also gain back from the dips as it goes up high, and gain back our losses. So I don't know if it's gonna make a dip over here because that resistance level is so close with that blue. It looks like they're off to the races, and that red is just lifting up that money. So I don't know. Clan, you do day trading? It's like you're the only one I saw on here. But anyways, guys, man, I just want to give you guys some information. Those of y'all who have invested in the FLJ, it looks like we are in it for the races, man. I just can't wait. 'Cause they're predicting this sucker is supposed to go to like the most. It could probably hit $10, $10 within the next week. So just imagine, right? If if let's go back. What is our value right now? Okay, our value right now we're at $1,108. Today we made a total profit of $137.28 plus my total. Okay, well it went down a little bit. That's all right. It's gonna fluctuate. See, it went down. That's what my prediction is. You see how it's pointing down? I knew it's gonna hit down to the dips very soon because this resistant level is not matching with above the blue and the green. It's not lifting up. So if the blue goes more ahead of the red, chances are we're in it for a dip. And wherever the blue touches, if the red goes up to here and it touches to over here, I'm expecting to probably 197. I'll say 197 the least it will go down to 197, which is okay. It's not bad. That's when we go ahead and we purchase more stocks. We get it. Okay, we'll get the stocks at 192. We'll go ahead and get 72 shares at 192 because that's where the resistant level possibly might be. But if the blue goes beyond the resistant level, then it might go a little bit lower. But we don't want to go down too low because we do have some investments involved. But we do want to get some cheap. We do want to buy more shares for cheap because that's the rule of the game. You want to buy shares for the cheapest price. That's when you want to open it. You want to open it when it's cheap. So that way, when that wave goes up, you can make your money. And as soon as it starts to curve down, you want to close out. If you feel you need to close out, you made enough money, close the fuck out, take your money, and wait till it goes all the way down. Once it does that dip and it crashes all the way down, it does the dip and it crashes all the way down. That's when you reinvest. It's a wave. It's the money train. You buy in when it's down, when it's low. You close out when it's high. Make your profits, close out, get back in when it dips down low. It's money train. That's it. Remember now, your money grows when it goes up and your money decreases when it comes down. So you make enough money, close out when it comes down, boom. Reinvent yourself, get right back into there. How do you think people make money all the time, man? That's the easiest way, the shortest, easiest way I can explain to you guys about how the stock market goes in day trading. I'll even show you guys that candle example again. You know what I mean? You open when it's low, the dips are low. That's when you open. It goes up high. That's when you're making that money. It starts to climb up. As soon as it gets high to a certain percentage, you start to see that little turn. The needle start to turn down, and it starts to go across between the highs and the lows. That's when you want to close out. That's when you want to start selling your shares, and then it's going to go down for a long dip. And once it hits that resistant line that I showed you, that's the lows, the resistant line. That's when you want to rebuy those shares and go back up. People making money all the time like this. They do this all the time too. This forex trading, they do the same thing too. Um, you got to really study these graphs and understand how it works. But that was the simplest way I was taught. So I'm not gonna buy any more shares right now when it's at a high. I'm gonna wait for it to dip down low. When it goes down to the dips, that's when I'll go ahead and invest. And don't panic, people. Don't panic. Don't ever panic whenever you see your shares going down. Like, oh my God, I'm losing money. Don't ever panic, man. Just look at the graphs, man. The only time you should panic is if that red resisted line starts to aim downwards and that blue goes down. That's when you know you got to start selling your shit. But as long as that resisted line is holding up that money, man, you're good to go. And as you can see with the candlesticks, it's green, it's aiming high. We're looking good anyways. But I will go ahead and reinvest when we get into it. I don't expect to have a big dip because the way this resistant line is holding up together, I want to say maybe possibly a small dip, and that's when we're going to reinvest our money in there because we always want to get shares at the cheapest, lowest cost possible because the name of the game is to make money, right? We got to hustle. It's all about making money. We're not trying to get in it when it's high. We want to get in when it's low. That's how you make your money. You know what I mean? This is a little prediction chart right here that kind of gives you a prediction chart of what it's looking like. So look at this shit, bro. Insane, man. So I don't think it's gonna come down anytime soon, bro. I don't see that. It will do a dip, but I'm gonna wait for it to hit the dips. When it hits the dips, that's when. But as long as this resistant line is holding up, it's not gonna dip down too far. It won't dip down too far. So we're gonna get it down to least it went down to, and that's when we're gonna buy in some shares. I don't have any plans on trying to sell off my shares because I already know this shit's gonna go high. I mean, if you guys haven't, and I'm not gonna say, listen, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes. But if I were you, um, and I had some cash put away, let's just say I had some money put away. I had like $500 or something like that to that degree. Um, I would definitely put some money in this bitch, bro. If I had a good $600 or $1,000 to spare, let's just say I had $5,000, I would definitely put into this because I already know, man, once it gets to its peak and you know when to close, you can easily turn that 5 grand into like 20 bands, bro, real quick. Easy get 20, 25 bands for the week. But I don't have that type of money right now because I done did some spending. So especially on my business. So right now, I done flipped 500 and made it into $1,127. So I think that's pretty good within the last 4 days. That's pretty decent. Um, but we want to make some more money. I want to try to catch about. I think by the end, when it's time for me to cash out, I'm 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 hoping I can get about a good $4,000 to $5,000 off of this, man. I could turn a $500 investment to a $5,000 investment within the next week or two, bro. And I cash out because there's some things that I need for my business. I'm trying to get a part for my truck. So this is what kind of helped me get some money too, is by playing with the stock market. I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, but yeah, man. So I guess that concludes today's show, man. I was just kind of giving you guys an input on that. We're also gonna talk about some crypto. some next show. I'm gonna talk um crypto coins that could be on the rise. Um, can help you guys get some money in your pocket. Now, I'm not saying you could be a rich person overnight. I'm not gonna sell you no bullshit and say, hey, you're doing this, you're gonna be a multi-millionaire. All that other stuff. Listen, it takes money to make money like anything else. If you want to make that type of money, you can make millions, but you're gonna have to be putting out thousands. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. You're gonna have to be putting out thousands. If you want to make if you want to make thousands, you gotta put out hundreds. This is how it is. See, I got hundreds in there. I'm about to make some thousands. If you want 100,000s, you gotta put in thousands. The saying goes, you want to make millions, you got to put 100,000s in there. Same thing goes. I mean, I've seen it before. Oh, look at this resistant line going up. Look at that curve going up, baby. Look at that curve going up, baby. Oh, I love to see that. Oh, look at that. You can't stop the rain, baby. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. Look at that. 26%, 26 cents plus gain today already off the dollar. Shows you right here in the charts. My total return is $404. Today's turn today's return is $137. So this is how much I made total of my investments, 500 to some dollars. So I put in $500 originally, and I made 500, and I done made up my money already that I originally put into the stock market within 2 days. So that just lets you know right there that I done flipped my money already in 2 days. How many people do you know that goes to the work and say, hey, go to their job and say, hey, I made $500 in 2 days from working? Not too many people can say that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the more money you put in, you can make $500 in one day. Easy. You can make 1,000 in one day. A lot of people can't say that going to work. Hey, I worked a whole shift and I made $1,000 today. It's not gonna happen, but it can happen on the stock market if you just know how to put your money in the right places. I go for cheap stocks, and I look at resistance levels of the stocks, and that's how I make my money. It's an easy way of making a good quick cash. Make a good $500 for the 2 days, $1,000 for the day, depending on how much you put in. So, um, that's that little spare money that you make from your paycheck, man. You study the guidelines. You know the candles, man. You can easily flip your paycheck in 2 days. And that you got for 1,000, you can easily make 2,000 and make it 3 grand. And but it's like anything else is a gamble. You just got to know what you're doing. It's happened before, but it's a good way, quick, easy way to make some money. Look at the charts. Look at the resistant levels. If you can see the resistant levels, red is holding up. That goes for any share that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the resistant levels. Look at the past candles. That's going to indicate to you whether it's strong a strong share to invest in or not, depending on what you want to do. You off the dips too by just doing a buy put. You know what I'm saying? A buy put, which you're betting on the stocks to go down. There's people who've made thousands of dollars off of that too. Right now I'm in the trying to get the thousands. You know what I mean? I'm trying to flip hundreds and make them into thousands, which I'm doing. So my ultimate goal is my analytic views is telling me right from how the candle is going up and how things are going up from the resistance levels. It's looking like it could hit a good $5 to $6 in the next week or two. So it's gonna be good. I could quadruple my money. I could make a good $3,000 to $4,000 off of a $500 investment. And guess what? I done made $5,000 to $6,000 in less than 2 weeks. A lot of people can't do that on a paycheck. This is what I do on my days off. I don't go out unless I'm doing business, you know what I'm saying? I don't go out. I don't go to nightclubs. I don't go out dating. I don't go out spending money on women and shit. I'm totally zoomed in and I'm focused on trying to get my money up because I got bigger plans in the future. I want you guys to go ahead and make your plans as well. I want to help you guys make some money, make some little extra cash on the side, but you got to start somewhere, you know, work a 9 to 5. You got to look at it, man. And like life, it's just not cutting it anymore to enjoy life anymore. Things are getting too expensive. Cost of living is going up. Groceries are too damn expensive. You know, it's I know my other channel I talk about relationships and stuff, but in this channel it's just more about investing and making money. I'm gonna mess around with Forex too. Uh there's a bot, an actual bot that I'm going to test out that I think is legit, an IG bot that actually does the stock market trades for you. Now, I don't know how 100% legit this is, but we're going to put it to the test. See, I know how to do this off my head, right? But obviously the IG bot is a little bit more artificial intelligence, is more highly advanced to where it can generate money for you without you actually being by your computer and doing this yourself and watching the charts. It will pull out, make the trades for you, do the closing, like literally. Like if it starts to go down, it knows when it's gonna go down and hit its peak, and it'll take the money out for you, and it'll put back in more money when it hits down to the dips, so that way it'll go up. Allegedly, this bot has made people like the bot costs $10,000 to get. That's a lot of fucking money. But when you get this bot, you're guaranteed to have a 30% return. The least, the least every month is 30% return. But chances are you'll get more. So you buy the bot for 10 grand. Okay, you put in $5,000 in the stock market, right? Let's just say that. And the bot is going to go ahead and make those trades, right? You're looking about, I want to say guaranteed the lowest. It's maybe about $2,000 extra in your pocket every month. Now, if you say you're putting $10,000 in the stock market, you're looking about close to 5 grand every month. Now, with a 30% return, think about it. You bought the bot. Is an IG artificial intelligent bots that does the trades for you. You are guaranteed to get 30% back. Now, just think about that, right? If you're getting 5 grand back every month from this bot, okay, that's what? That's 1,000 and some change every week. You don't need a second job. And that's guaranteed every month, 5 grand. That means you don't have to work. You don't need another job if you don't need to work if you don't want to. The bot is making the money for you. How do you think a lot of these people get rich? You think these people just sitting down all day learning how to now listen, this is the basics. I've learned how to do this, but these people are not sitting down all day because listen, people like to do things. People got other things to do. They can't be behind a computer, behind their phones all the time trying to work this out. But people have found cheat codes, Da Vinci codes on making money. It's by creating a bot. You can buy yourself a bot. Holy shit. We just got to jump. Look at this. It just jumped. It just jumped. This resistant line just went up plus 29. Look at that. Holy shit. As we're talking. It just went up to 29. Remember it was at 25, I think it was. Now we're at 29 cents gain from the dollar. Look at this shit. Wow. Let's go back. Look at this. See how that's going up? This is not going down anytime soon, man. It's not going down anytime soon. It's gonna keep on climbing up. It will make a little bit of a dip, and that's what I want to get in when it makes that little bit of a dip. But I don't think it's gonna go down anytime soon, man. It's just too strong. Look at this shit. Oh man. Let's get that money. Get that money. Blessings to you, Drew. What's up, Jay Johnson? Blessings to you, Drew. This is amazing info. And you spitting that fire. I appreciate it, man. I plan on buying the bot. I do. I just don't have the money to really buy that shit, to be honest with you. It's $10,000. I'm also doing some investments outside of uh Robinhood. You know, I told you guys I have a bus transportation business that I'm working on, and I'm invested into that. So the money that I make off of here, I'm gonna use maybe about $1,000 to invest into getting this part that I need, this PDF part that I need for my bus to start running. So once I get that money to get my bus start running, I can start getting my business back on the road to where I can start making money a day. I think I average from picking up customers and dropping them off. If it's a good day, I want to say a good average of $500 a day for 5 hours. I could possibly make more. It just depends. I just gotta keep on getting my business revenue. But once that does happen and get my business gets kicked back into gear, what I do with that money, I go ahead and pay off some expenses, pay off some bills, and once I do that, if I'm making more extra money and I have some money to play around for the week, I put it right into the market and try to double my money. I'm always finding ways of trying to double my money, trying to flip my money all the time. Because my whole goal, and I don't know, everybody has their own goals. I'll share my goals with you guys. I mean, everybody has goals in life, but my whole goal is to retire early. I want to retire by 45. I don't want to work past 45. I want to be able to um live an abundance lifestyle. I want to be able to have workers work for me in my company, and I want to be able to do more traveling. I want to be able to travel to different countries. I don't have to worry about money because money's coming to me like every freaking day. And that's the goal. I think that should be a man's goal, a man's purpose in life, is to take care of his health. Excuse me, his health, his health and his wealth. That's the main goals in every man's life. Like, listen, forget women for a minute. Just forget females for a minute, and just kind of focus on getting money, man. The females are I'm I'm telling you, young guys out there that's following me, that listen to me. I'm telling you guys that females are always gonna be there, bro. They're not an importance in your lifestyle. You can always get them later. I'm not worried about women. I'm not worried about, oh, I need to have kids at this age, or I need to get married or have kids. Fuck all that shit. That's what women worry about. You can always get married and have kids at any age. A man's purpose in life is to take care of his health and his wealth. Okay, get your money up first, so that way you can go ahead and have all the time in the world to start messing around with females and all that, because you got money, you ain't worried about it. But your main focus is you will get this money, man. You want to get this money, and I think that should be every man's purpose in life, is to get money. See, I make money off of you guys, you make money off of me. You guys do the same thing. If you guys invest in the same product, like I'm telling you, not telling you should do it, but I'm because I'm not a financial advisor. But let's just say, if you, hypothetically speaking, you went ahead and followed my strategy, you're gonna make money. I'm telling you, I've showed you guys results. I've showed you guys receipts of Robinhood of the type of money I've made, and I've never failed. I failed at times, but I've lost money here and there, but I've never failed with this strategy. You've seen my results. I've showed you how much money I make. 500 a day, 1,000, $1,200 a day sometimes. I mean, there's times where I'll make like $3,000 for the week. And then there's times where I lost it all and I had to regain it back. But anyways, that's because I got a little bit greedy, but I'm more patient now and know when to pull in and pull out. but I'm just giving you an example that the money can be made easily there, you know. But now I've learned a lot more about resistance levels. Before you even try to even do trades, study the grid. Study the grid. Know the colors of these grids. Don't worry too much about the blue. Look at this. Just shoot it up. 29 cents gain. Look at that. Bang. This resistance level is so freaking high. Look at that. Now the resistance level, what it was at 195. Remember over here? Now it's at close to 205. So the lowest it will drop down will be 205 because this right here, this red line is holding up the money. I'm telling y'all, man. Andrew, Uncle Drew's always tell you the truth when the money's there. When you see the smile on my face, you know it's money. It's money. It's shmoney. Shmoney about to be made in this bitch. Money. I'll go ahead and invest into this, man. Stop playing around, man. Get this shmoney. Look at that. Total returns. Total returns. Today's total returns, $150. That's how much I made so far since the market's been open since what, 9 o'clock, 9:30. My total returns 417, and it's bound to go even higher. I got 528 shares. I want to buy more, but now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should go ahead and start buying them now. It's at 213. I'm thinking that I'll hit a dip, but I don't want to get too anxious about it. I believe that there should be a dip coming soon, but this resistant level doesn't look like it's going down anytime soon, man. Uh, if the blue, if the blue can somehow get ahead and curve down before the red, then that's going to allow the stock to drop. But I just don't see that happening because the red is right there saying, "Oh, motherfucker, hold up. We holding this bitch up. We're not going down. We about to make some money. We going up. We're going up the bridge. You see that? We're shooting up there. We're shooting up. Shit. But this is a curve over here. It's so close, man. It's so close. I really, really want to buy some shares, but it's like I don't want it to go any higher, man, because if it keeps going higher, it's going to be more expensive for me to get the shares. I'm hoping that there will be a dip so I can, if it's a dip down low, it looks like there might be, but this red right here is just holding this shit up. So I don't know. It's like I want it to hold up, but I also want it to go down a little bit so that way I can get shares at a cheaper price. You know what I'm saying? If I can get about, let me see, what's that? What we at? 212? Okay. So it's going to be really unrealistically that it would probably go to 187, 197. I mean, I don't see it dropping that low dramatically because look how high we are. I'd say maybe 7, maybe 207. We could probably get it at the 207 mark. Hopefully, it don't keep going up. But god damn it, this this is strong, man. This is strong velocity. That's what I meant to say. I can't even say it right. This is a strong, strong hold up. Strong hold up. I don't see it going down anytime soon, man. But I'm like really excited about this, man. See, if y'all know stocks, you will understand, man. Like this, man. You can make money off of this, man. You don't have to worry about a 9 to 5. You ain't got to worry about your job. Use your job to make your money, put it in the stock market to where the stock market could replace your job, man. I don't really have to work, but I do need some money to fuel the fire. That's why I'm working. If I had a good maybe $20,000 in here, man, I wouldn't probably have to work, bro. I won't have to. That's why I don't work as hard. This is where my money comes from. If there is a dip, I think the call is good. Is a good idea. Yes, buy call whenever it goes down to a dip to a certain level. I'll show you the candle. Whenever it goes down to a certain dip, like there's a way of entering and closing, right? So when you're at the opening era, Let's just say it's like a straight line in the open area. The bell rings, ding, ding, ding. As the stock market begins or whatever, right? It's at 9:30. If it's open in here, right, and it's starting low, that's when you want to look in to start buying. If it's starting high, you don't want to start buying because chances are, if it's starting high, it's going to keep going high. But you also got to look at the resistance levels too, because if the resistance level is short, then it's going high. Chances are that dip is going to be coming very soon, right? So if you already have your shares and it starts to dip when it's at the highs and it goes to that's when you close between that line when it starts to curve down. So that way you get that way you get your profits before you end up losing. And it goes all the way down and all the way down and it goes past the resistant levels. That's when you start to buy in on the dips. You sell at the highs, you make your money, and you buy in on the dips when it gets low. So that way, and if you know how to keep strategizing doing that, you can make so much money. And man, you can make thousands of dollars in one day if you're a real expert at doing that. It's easy, man. It's not that hard if you look at it. You just got to understand the grid. Buying on the dips, selling on the highs. That's it. People say, "Oh my God, the stock market is going down. There's cheap. Oh my God, we're losing money." If you didn't invest any money and you see the stock markets go down, that's the time to buy. That's the time to buy them shares. That what? You know how many rich people start buying into shares when that shits go down? That's the time to buy them when they start getting into the red. You buy them at the red because guess what? What goes down must go up, and what goes up must go down. It's all science. It's all about patience, my friend. It's all about patience. I watch this grid every day. I think about money. I'm not obsessed with money. I don't make money control me, but I I like to have security. I don't want to be able to I don't want to for instance, I don't want to sleep at night having to worry about money, having to worry about, oh my God, how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to pay my car payment? Oh, I got medical bills. Oh, all this other stuff is in abundance. I live my life as a hustler. I always find ways of making money. This is why I'm a contractor. People ask me why you became a contractor, Drew. I said, because I don't want to be held bent by a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 is when you have to clock in and you have to work for somebody. That person determines when you go to lunch. That person determines when you go into work and when you leave work. I can't do that. That's fucking up my money. When I'm a contractor, I work on my time. I work the days if I want to work, right? If there's a 5-hour job that I'm doing as a contractor, guess what? I know ahead of time I'm doing 5 hours. And guess what? I'm banging for my buck. I'm getting more out of those 5 hours than I would do at a 9 to 5. People say, well, you don't get no benefits. You don't get insurance. Guess what? Even if you get benefits from a job, you're still paying for it because it's coming out of your weekly paycheck or your monthly paycheck. So I just can't stand when people say, well, being a contractor, you don't get benefits. You don't. You don't get benefits. But guess what? You get a sense of freedom. You make your own schedule. You work when you want to. How you think I'm able to make YouTube videos, make my money for the week, and I can have a good 3-4 days off for myself. I can make a good $1,200 to $1,300 in 3 days of working, and I could just chill and make YouTube videos and do other things. I'll be doing some long work. I could go out of town. I could work for a good 8, 9, 10, 12 hours for the day to make myself a good, what, 300-400 bucks for that day. I'll do another 10-hour driving shift and make a good $500-600 for the day. What? I'm at $1,000 right now in 2 days. Then the third day, boom. All right, got my rent money already covered 3 weeks ahead of time. That's all I need. Boom. The next week, do a little bit of contract work for maybe 2-3 days out the week. Use that money to take care of some whatever little expenses. Because my most expensive bill is my rent. I'm gonna be honest with you. Rent is atrocious, man. The way the economy is, it's bullshit. So as long as my bills are covered for the month, I have a little cash for myself. I don't need to. I could go out and go all in and work 7 days and all. But why? Why am I doing that shit? Nobody wants to do that. Listen, I got the stock market over here, make me a little extra cash too on the side. So the goal is to make money without using your time in doing so. Because time is something that you can't get back. Time is something that is time should be genuine to you, men or women if you're watching. I usually make my videos for men. I don't it's no disrespect to women. I really don't. I really have any if you choose to want to listen to me, that's cool. But this is overall a man's channel, man. And I do things for inspiration for men. They already got too much things for women out there, and I can't be bothered trying to figure them out and try whatever, man. I don't got time for that, man. I'm about getting my money. I'm about people who are really serious about making money. This is what this channel's here for. Serious about making money. Get rich or die working. I follow traditional patterns too. I learned from the OGs. There's a lot of people who worked their asses off from the baby boomer days. They'd work. People who are immigrants, they'll work, they'll make a lot of money over here, and then they'll use that money to retire outside of America. See, those people are smart. The reason why is because they know economically they cannot survive being retired in this country. Just think about it, man. When we become old and it's time for us to retire, do you think we're going to have enough money for us to retire? Some people have to go back into work when they're 60, 70 years old because they can't afford it. I'm sorry, but once I'm retired, I'm staying retired. I'm not going back to work. Fuck that. Go back to the plantation. I want to make enough money to where I don't have to work for anybody anymore. It's the whole goal. I think everybody should be inspired on being their own boss. I don't want to live a lifestyle to where I'm just paying somebody's mortgage or helping somebody else get rich. Tired of that shit. Now I have kids. I want to make sure they don't have any bosses either, because I don't want them to have bosses. You know what I mean? If you have children, you should always be setting them to not have bosses. Okay, we see a resistant line going down. I'm going to show you guys right here. The green is going down because it looks like the red is not catching up with the blue, and the blue is crossing over. So even though the red is over here, the red is a little bit short blue. That's why it's causing the money to go down. But the lowest it will go down is maybe 205, because where the resistant level is over here. Um, if the resistance level keeps going up and the green line hasn't gone past the red, chances are it's going to push the money up. It's going to push it even further. So let's just see. The money's going down now. It's fluctuating. It's going up. It's going down. But let's see what happens. It looks like it's going down now. Looks like it's going down. So this is where I come in and start to buy some shares. Well, let's just see. I want to see if you can hit 205. But you never know with these things. The resistant level might just say, fuck it. You know what? Nah, I ain't letting you go down. I'm going to keep pushing back up. How the resistant line goes up, I'll tell you how it goes up. That goes up depending on how many people are making trades, buying shares. So there's a lot of people invested into this company. It seems like it's a promising one. Um, I want to buy more shares, so that's why. But I don't want to buy it at two. Where were we at? 209. Look at that. It went down. Wasn't it like 213 or something like that? 212. So the lowest that it can go, this is there's a resistant line right here. The lowest that we can go, we may be looking about, because this may be the longest dip of the day. So where to get in while I can. I don't expect for it to go below 205 unless that resistant level is not moving up and people just all of a sudden stop buying the shares, which I doubt it. But it looks like it pulled back and might go back up because the resistant level is going straight up. So I want to say maybe 20. Let me see, 205 maybe 206, 205. We're at 20. We at 207. So I'd say about 205, about 2 more cents lower, and then I'll probably buy into more. So right now we're at 210 right now. My bad. We're at 210. So I want to say like 205 is, oh no. It's dropped down to 207. See, I told you. See, I know my shit, bro. I know my shit. It's not gonna go any lower. I think the lowest it will possibly go is 205. It might go down to 205. But see, I know my shit, man. You see how it just dropped down? I know my shit, bro. When it comes down to the stock shit, man, I know my shit, bro. I'm not perfect. I'm not one of these. I'm not a complete 100% analyst on Robinhood, but I've just learned the charts, bro. See, 203. There we go. It dropped down to 203. So let's see what the resistance level is right now. And we're going to buy more shares. Okay. 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 We had 203. It went down a little bit lower than I expected because the resistant line is not catching up. So be prepared for a big dip coming in. So it's a possibility it can probably go a little bit lower than 203, but that resistant level is not moving. That means people are probably taking a break from making investments. People are not buying into any shares. So that causes the velocity to reduce its candle. So, or reduces money or whatever we want to call it. So we're at 203. I don't see that candle moving. I mean, I don't see the resistant level moving. So I'm gonna wait, maybe dropping a little bit more. But once it starts to pull back a little bit, then that's when we're gonna have to start invest. But as long as this resistant level hasn't moved. It's been kind of just stuck right here on 205. It's gone. It's dropping down as the money going down because there's nothing here to support it. The blue line is crossing over. The resistance level is low, and the money is going a little where the resistant level is, which causes the stocks to drop. So this is where we jump in and we buy some shares. We at 202 right now. So let's kind of wait. Let's give it a little bit more time. Be patient with this, man. It's all about patience. That's how you make your money, guys. It's all about patience. Watch this shit like a hawk. But when you got the robot, you ain't got to worry about shit. But you got to have money. So let's just try to get money, to make more money. The whole goal is to make money and use that money to make more money. So I'll definitely purchase the bot and be my own boss. Sit back and I don't have to really do much trades. But it's good to know this stuff though. It's good to kind of know this stuff mentally because you know how to get in and how to exit, how to get out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can find my Cash App, bro. I'll send in my Cash App link. Oh, you can PayPal me. Let me see. Yeah, I don't do Cash App, bro. I do PayPal. If you wanna PayPal me, I'll send you the link. We could discuss it. You want to discuss something offline, like how you want to do this? I'll send it in here. You guys see the link? That's my PayPal. You can PayPal me. You got time for the panel? Okay, you know what? Let me open up a panel. You want me to, I forgot that shit. I'm on this. Okay, let me open up the panel here. Yeah, just Cash at me, bro. Yeah, anything helps, man. I'll use that to reinvest in here. You know that when people, I gotta tell people, when people donate, it does help support my channel. It does. But what I do is I just reinvest to, I don't spend that money personally, man. I just use that to either buy equipment for the most part, or what I do is I reinvest it into shares and try to make more money and give you guys some great content. So that way you guys can put money in your pocket. Because the stuff I'm giving out is to get you guys money in your pocket. Because I want to make money and I want to make sure you guys make money. I'm not selling you no bullshit webinar. I'm not telling you to go to a webinar and do this and do that. This is just actual facts. You know what I mean? I'm not a financial advisor. I do this for entertainment purposes, but you guys can just follow what I'm doing and see what is. Hey, you guys see the results. You guys know I'm not bullshitting. Look how much money I made. Look at this. Total returns. I've lost a little bit of money because we're on the dips right now, and that's cool because we're gone down. I'm gonna invest more money. It's expected to go all the way up, all the way up. Got 206. Let's keep going down. I want to buy more shares, man. I want to buy more shares. All right, let me open up. I didn't think anybody was gonna come on here, but okay. Hold on. I got my name is Andrew Show on here. What the fuck? I got my other YouTube channel on here. Hold on. Okay. Well, there's a link. If you want to hop on and ask me some questions, feel free. I just want to rock. Oh, I can't even do this. Hold on. Okay, let me switch to my other thing. My bad, y'all. That's what I should have done. Okay. Let me send the invite one more time. My fault. We Gucci. We Gucci. Gonna make some money today, man. Gonna make some money today. Get rich or die working. We ain't dying working here. We getting rich. We gonna live that abundance lifestyle. We gonna take them trips. We gonna go to Colombia. We going to Brazil. Yeah, if y'all want to make some extra cash, trip money. I don't say I made so much money, but I made money off the stock market. Y'all seen my screenshots. I used that money to go ahead and pay bills, extra cash for going out trips overseas. I mean, I ain't no thousandaire, but you know, I'm living okay to a certain degree. I mean, I want you guys to do the same thing too. Okay, we, we got down on the dips. Now we at 208. The resistant level hasn't gone up. We're down on the resistant level. Jay Johnson, I see you, but it's like, okay, now you in here. What up, Jay?
Yo, what up? Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, man. What's up? What's going on, Jay?
Oh man, it might be kind of bad. It might be kind of scratchy. Oh
I can
no.
hear I
Damn.
can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me? I can hear you.
Anyways, brother,
Can you
how
hear me?
you doing today, Drew?
Doing good, man. What's going on?
Nothing, man. You know, I'm just waking up to the same blueprints you looking at, brother. But I was looking at what is it, TLJ? Is that the one you were, or which one
F
did you
F
have
F
for? Yeah, that's the one, right?
F F FLJ. Right, right, right,
FLJ. Okay, excuse me, FLJ. Okay,
right.
that's interesting, man. I was looking at that, and not too long ago, I actually got started on the Robinhood app too, man. I'm just beginning, man. So just bear with me, man. I'm just beginning.
All right.
But I like your strategy, man, of how you look at it, man. I really like how you do that, brother. It's very smart. Um, and I actually wanted to share this with you last call we were on, but it was about old boy over there. However, I wanted to share with you my strategy. Is that cool?
Sure. We could all learn from a different
Okay.
strategy. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so I know that Valentine's Day is today. This would have had
I
to have been
forgot.
looked at maybe.
I forgot about Valentine's Day. To be honest with you, I totally forgot about it.
Oh yeah, but this is what helps me remember. So I know that today is Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna say maybe 3 to 6 months ago, you would have had to invest in Hershey, or at least invest in the seeds of the farm that grow the cocoa plant to make the tree. And that is where the payback, or at least the long-term investment for chocolate, would come in, if I'm not mistaken. Because that's the number one chocolate eating day out the year. Something like that. Something along those lines, if I'm not too far off,
Let's
am I?
take a look back at her. No, you're actually pretty. Yeah, I mean, what we talk. Okay, we go back 5 years. I'm on the Hershey grid right now. What was Hershey looking like 5 years ago?
Right, right,
Wow,
right.
5 years ago it was like what 80 something dollars.
And then now you look at it,
Okay,
it's way up
well,
there now.
okay, we'll say about 2000. Yeah, let
But
me see
my thing
something.
is,
Let's go to
oh, go ahead. I'm
2019.
sorry, man.
I was like 2019 around February, Valentine's Day or whatever. It was at $100. Okay, and today we're at $240. Yeah, I mean, it's held its run. It's held it up, and you can
It
see the
sure
resistant
has.
level. The red is the resistant level. See, I don't think a lot of people are not that don't have the knowledge on learning the grids. Is that the red is what lifts up your money. If the red is facing up, that's when your money's going to go up. That holds up
Mm.
the velocity. I can't even say the word right.
Velocity,
Velocity. The velocity. Yeah,
volatility,
there.
or
The
something
velocity.
like that.
Right. Volatility. Right. Volatility. It holds it up. So your green obviously is your money. The blue and the cross line is going to determine whether your money is going to go up and down. The red is what holds up everything together. So let's say, for instance, if the blue line is crossing over the green, if the green is aiming up, all right, let's just say if the green is crossing up past the blue, chances are your shares are going to go up. If the blue is passing the green and the green is aiming down, be prepared for it to go to a plunge. But the resistant level is what holds it up. So the lowest it can go, let's just say right here, the lowest it could possibly go is maybe to like for instance over here, like the resistant levels at 200. I'll say around here.
Hmm.
Chances are it might do a slip and make a big dip, but that velocity, that resistant level is so high, it's gonna shoot it right back up. You feel me? So as
I
long as
see.
that resistant, as long as that resistant level is high, your money is not gonna drop down low. If your resistant level starts to drop and aim down low, that's when you need to, especially if you let's just say you invested thousands and thousands of dollars you've made off of it. That's when you need to start looking about taking some money out because that shit's about to plunge. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Where's
yeah,
where's usually where's your if you don't mind me asking, where's usually your like, okay, I know it's going down, but I got a feeling it'll come back up. I know feelings can't be involved, but do you ever get that anxiety sometimes?
of course, all the time, all the time. But that's how you lose money. If you
Ah,
have the
I
anxiety,
see.
that's how you lose money because you panic. That's why I tell people just to study that grid mark. Hold on, let me see if I can get it back up here. Uh, study the grid mark. I had almost like what $9,000-$10,000 in this account at one time, but I took that money out. So I'm starting all over again. That's what I do, man. I go up, I make as much money as I can, take it out, invest it, or do other things with it, and I start off with a little bit of cash, and I go back into it. I only start off with $500 in 2 days, bro. I
Wow.
only started off with
Wow, that's pretty good.
$500 and in 2 days, and I done made up my money already. I done doubled it.
Oh yeah.
But that's not good for
Wow.
me, bro.
That's
That's not
impressive,
good for
man.
me.
Oh, I know. There's no
Yeah,
ceiling.
it's
You can
good.
always do better.
Yeah, it's good, but I want more.
Right, right, right,
Yeah, I've seen more.
right.
I want thousands. I wanna flip my 500 and turn it into thousands. That's what I wanna do. That's what I plan on doing. So with this, probably gonna be there because it's less shares. Um, Now we back to FLJ. I don't know if you've seen this grid, but I'm gonna show this to you. It's a little grid that I made. What are candlesticks? Story of a candlesticks. Whenever you see a
Ah,
market opening, and if it starts from the low opening market, right? If it's over here, let's just say if you have
mm-hmm,
shares and it's opening over here, and let's just say you want to cash out. Uh, I wouldn't cash out yet because chances are it's hitting the lows. You don't want to, if it's opening over here, you don't want to cash out. You want to actually buy in. Okay. This is the time to buy in because you're at the lows. When you're buying at the lows and you see the resistant level either shooting up and it starts to go up, majority of the time, the resistance levels will go up. That's when you have to invest in a lot because that sucker's going to go up. So let's just say it's at $1.97, right? Then it shoots
mm-hmm,
all the way up to $2.50, right? It's $1.87
mm-hmm.
and it shoots up to $2.50. So just imagine if you were to invest in $10,000 at the lows just for one day, just for that one, just one day within those matter of minutes, and it just shoots up to $2.50. So let's just say this, right? Uh, let's get a calculator. I wanna do some math here. How people get rich in one day, bro. You gotta, like I said, you have
That's
to have
crazy.
money. It takes money to make money. But let's just say the shares at $1.87, right? All right. And let's just say
Mm-hmm.
let me see, $1.87, would it be times or would it be divided by 10,000? Let me see. I think it's divided by 10. No, no, that's not it. Okay. So let's say $1.87 times 10,000. All right, let's just say this. All right. Let's just say I got 2,000 shares, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's at $1.87. That's $3,740. I invested, right? So I
Right,
put in $3,740 to get 2,000 shares at $1.87, right? And
right.
let's just say I got $3,740 I invested. Now it shoots up and it goes to 250. So you go 250 times. Okay, so hold on, I don't want to get my math all fucked up here. Okay, so you say 250 times two, and now I got 2,000 shares. So you say $2.50 times 2,000. All right. So
Okay.
within a matter of minutes, it shoots up. Let's just say I put $3,740 in there, right? And it goes up to 250. That $3,740 I invested in 5 minutes turned into $5,000.
I see. I see what you did there.
Get what I'm saying? Because as soon as
Yeah,
it's all about how much money you put into the market is how much money you're gonna get back, right?
I
It's a,
see.
just like if I
Okay,
put ten,
okay.
it's like if I put $10,000 and I bought three. Let's just say I put in $10,000 in there at $1.87, right? So let's just say 10,000, $10,000 times $1.87. Hold on. I'm fucking up. Hold on. $10,000 times $1.87. Okay. So that's 18,700 shares. All right. So
Right.
let's say 18,700 shares now times $2.50. Hold on. 18,000 shares times $2.50. Okay, wait. Maybe my math's a little bit wrong here. Hold on.
No,
Okay.
it's okay. I get the gist. I get the gist of it. It doesn't have to be completely
My bad. My
accurate,
bad. My,
but
my
I
bad. No,
understand
I
what
got it.
you mean.
I got it now. It's $47,000 I'd make in 5 minutes. So it's
Nice.
the more money you make, right? Let's just say the shares are at low, it's at a low cost. It's at $1 something, and you're able to put $10,000 in there, and it goes up in 5 minutes. You're making quadruple the amount because you done put it because you got a lot of shares, and if the money goes up, you're gonna make a hell of a lot more money back.
I see that. I see that. So you just got to be patient, man. You just got to wait in the mornings.
It's a gamble, but you also got to kind of look and see. That's why you just got to learn the grid. You got to learn the grid.
Right.
Once you learn the grid and
I
you
see.
understand the resistant level, the red is your safety zone. That's your baby. That's what you got to be looking at for the most part. So
Mm,
that goes for any
definitely.
shares out there.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Oh, Drew, I meant to ask as well. I actually wanted to share another piece of gold nugget of information with you, man. Um, you okay? So, do you know anything about the EU trade, like the EU stock market, like the European, the euros?
I don't really mess with the euro stock market as much. I
Okay.
don't really
Okay.
not too much. But go ahead if you got some information, you can enlighten on me. But I don't really I don't really touch on it like that.
Oh, okay. Well, when the day comes that you decide to want to, I think it's just this is just a test right now. But I'm actually going to try to invest into it when Oktoberfest comes around. So right now, I've been looking at a lot of foreign farms over there in Germany because people all around the world go to Oktoberfest, and it's one of the biggest beer distribution and festivals in the world. So hey, it pulls in about what 9 million some odd plus. Hey man, if I could get a piece of that money, I will. So what I did was I started to map it out, man. I started to map out the farms within the area of Munich. The Bailey farms, the malt farms, the corn farms, everything, all the agriculture. As well as like travel insurance. NRG is supposed to be doing something with or not NRG, excuse me. Google's supposed to be doing something with that over there. I figured, because I read earlier in this week, and the news is actually important too. I read earlier in this week, Google actually laid off almost like what 600 employees. So Munich, the city of Germany, well, capital of Germany, actually said, you know what, we could use a whole lot of extra hands and smart hands and technology for Oktoberfest. So they're just going to send them over there, all expenses paid. Let them do their thing and let them work Oktoberfest over there with their smarts and engineering and technology and all that. So I figured, kill two birds, one stone. You find yourself at Anheuser Busch. That's a huge distributor of alcohol within the world. Find a time to invest in them now, and then by the time Oktoberfest comes around, I figure any share you own will be double, maybe even triple the price you got it at now. That's just one of the few, and then of course as well. I actually wanted to, but that's EU. I know you're not too, you're not too into EU too much, but it's just a thought.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I go where I'm. I'm very versatile, man. I kind of go where I feel like I can make a profit out of it, man. I don't discriminate against money.
Oh yeah.
I, I
Oh yeah.
I I go where I feel I can make some money, man. So trust me, if it's a good investment like this right now, this stock right here is a Chinese stock market.
Ah,
FLJ
okay.
is a Chinese stock market. So you know, um,
All
so
right.
I don't discriminate, bro. Hey, I go where the money is. I go where I know where I can make my money at. So, but
Oh
I
yeah,
try
no, yeah,
to
I agree with that.
I try to make investments at cheaper stocks so that way I can get a huge large quantity of them for cheap. So I know that if I'm looking at the resistant level and I'm studying, excuse me, the grid, I know that I can make a huge profit off of it. I mean, I'm looking right now. I'm just estimating right now, probably the next week or two, I could be making about 5 to 6 grand out of this, out of a $500 investment.
Mm.
I'm looking about $5 to 6 thousand dollars.
Mm.
Yeah. So I could be looking about getting back that money that I lost originally in the stock market because I did lose money and I did make money. The most I've ever made in the stock market, I would say, is like maybe 14 $14,000. So,
Mm.
and the most I've ever
That's
lost was
nice.
7 grand.
Oh wow.
What's up?
But you win some, you lose some, man. You win some, you lose some, man. I'm glad you're speaking on it, man. Like this is beautiful, bro. It's just good information. Because as I think I mentioned already, man, I just got started and it's about, maybe a little less or a little more than a month ago, man. And I'm just trying to get the ball rolling like everybody else, man. So I don't mind sharing, information just like you share information, bro. It's like, but
I
these are
see it
just
all the time,
but
bro.
mine oh yeah, but mind you, man, these is only prototypes of ideas that I got, man, because I ain't been in it too long,
Nah,
so
bro,
but it's muchly appreciated.
I've got access to so much ways, man. There's cheat codes to this, man. There's people who know how to go past the system without even learning the grid. You can actually build yourself an IG robot that does the trading for you, and you don't even have to
I
sit
heard you
by the
talking
computer.
about that.
You can buy yourself an IG bot that people create that will make you thousands of dollars. I mean, it's insane. Like there's people who make like at least a minimum of 5 grand a month. I think that's equivalent to where you can survive off of that. You don't even have to have another job. That could replace your
Oh
job.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
And it
yeah.
gives you back it
Oh
gives
yeah,
you back
that'd be
at least a
fine.
30% return. This guy wants to sell me a bot. It costs $10,000. He says I would at least get a 30% return back. The least. That's not saying that's going to happen every month, but that's the least. So if I buy it for 10 grand,
Right.
I have to invest money into it. So if I buy it for 10 grand, most likely I want to invest 10 grand. So I'm looking about the
Right.
least is maybe $4,000 to $5,000 a month, which is great. Not saying that's what I'm gonna make, but that they're saying that's the least you can make. I mean, you can make more. There's people who make $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month. Brother, when I tell you a cheat code to life, there is one. It's just people just keep it very hidden and very secret.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I could see how they would.
Listen,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
People try to listen, man. At the end of the day, you know, a lot of these young kids, man, I applaud them because a lot of them are making money off the internet. They're using cryptocurrency. They're using forex trading. They're using day trading. They're doing things and means of making money. You know what I mean? I'm still fairly new to it. I'm not an expert. You know what I mean? I'm still new to it, and I'm still trying to climb up the ladder to it. But I mean, compare to a lot of these other YouTube gurus that's on here, man. They know their shit, man, and they're making money. I mean, these guys are like
Yeah.
probably in the millions. You know what I mean? I'm nowhere near there, so they know a lot of secrets, a lot of things that I don't know. What I
Oh, of
know when I'm
course.
teaching out what I'm teaching out is probably the basics. They're like, oh yeah, he's doing the grid basics, but they're not doing that no more. They created their own robot to do all the shit for them. These mastermind the stock market to where they will never get a loss or never take a hit. To where a profit off of these robots that they're selling. Would I buy a robot off of them? Hell fucking yeah, I would. Why not? Because at the end of the day, that's an investment. That's a lifetime investment for me.
Oh yeah.
I don't that could
Oh
change
yeah.
that could change your life. You don't have to work anymore. You have to do a trade
It
for
could
you,
save
bro.
you a lot of time.
Let's go get to the point where you don't have to work anymore. You
Hell
don't have to
yeah.
work. If you're making
It's
at
like
least
that thing works
$5,000
for
a
you.
month, you're good. What the hell you need to work for? Yeah,
It's like that. It's like two
exactly.
of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like another you working a whole job. You know what I mean? While you go handle business. That's smooth to me. I
Yeah,
love that. I love that.
yeah,
That is smooth. Man, another thing.
yeah.
One. This is the last. I'm gonna drop this and then I'm gonna guess I'm gonna let you do your thing on the show, man. Um, Another thing I've been looking at. I don't know
Yeah,
too
I'm about to wrap
much,
it up too.
Drew. If you're, yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much if you're well versed with shoes or not. Like Nike drops, Jordan drops, Adidas drops. Those kind of things. You know too much. You know
A
anything about
little
those?
bit, but I'm not much of a. Yeah, I heard about. I'm not much of a sneakerhead as much, bro. But I know what you're talking about. But what about it?
Well, those I've been looking at, and I love Jordans, man. I love shoes. I love. I
Yeah,
wouldn't call
I
myself
love
a
my
sneakerhead, but
Jordans.
I definitely,
I'm not a sneakerhead
huh?
either, but I do love my Jordans. I'm not a sneakerhead either, but I do love my Jordans. I like the retro 13s and the retro 3s. Those are my favorite.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look. I would say look, but I'm going through all my shit pairs right now. I got the Dub Zeros from
Yeah.
2010. I got the Spiders right here. I got the fives. I got the sevens. I got the Bordeaux's. I got the Knicks. But anyways, let me shut up. Anyways,
Yeah.
um, what I want to start doing, bro, is start looking at the drops on the Nike app, the Foot Locker app, the sneaker app, all of them. I want to find the drops. Not only invest in Nike because I know the profits are going to go up that day. It's like it's that's a dead giveaway. If it's a shoe drop that everyone's anticipating to go get, it's a dead giveaway that the market of Nike is going to just shoot up the next day, right? So all those contracts I see to be as easy money, but I could be wrong because you're a little more experienced than me. So my question is, let's just say the Retro 13s, Drew, are going to drop next week on the 21st. That's Tuesday. Okay? Next week on the 21st. How much time do I have to invest? Do I have to buy the entire Nike share or the entire Nike stock and then do it? Or because that's not a cheap stock. If you look at Nike, it ain't a cheap stock. So
Take a
would
look at
I?
it.
Right.
Mm.
Right? It already looks crazy. You're looking at it,
Yeah,
already
Nike's
looks
at
crazy.
125.
So if I know a shoe's
Yeah.
dropping tomorrow, I get a contract and I say, all right, I'm calling on this contract that of course the price and everything's gonna go up because this shoe is highly anticipated. Easy money or not easy money?
Retail retail is very iffy, man. Because I invested into Sony before the PlayStation 5 came out, and I thought it was going to be a huge blockbuster. I was about to make some cash off of it, and I didn't. Believe it or not, it didn't really
What?
sell as much because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. They were very limited to their products. When they first put out the PlayStation 5, they only had it limited to certain stores and they were sold out quick. But the only way your money's going to go up, it has to be sold in units and bundles. And if you don't have a lot of PlayStation 5s out there, it's very limited to certain stores, you're not really going to see as much of a gross income coming back. And I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that they were going to release a whole bunch of PlayStation 5s and people were going to go crazy, but believe it or not, it's only on certain holidays where, if you go, even if you go into stores right now, I don't think you could find a PlayStation 5, can you?
I don't think so
Or
either.
you
I've
can't.
actually
I
been
mean, I think
looking.
it's
So
certain stores. I don't think you can. They only release a certain amount of them on certain days. I mean, on certain holidays and stuff, and then that's when it will go up. So retail is really funny, man. Retail is very iffy. Just like Black Fridays for specials, you know what I mean? You can make money out of it, but it's something where if you know the wave is about to come, then you got to go ahead and invest in early because it's like a one-time, one-pop deal, and then that's it. It'll go back to its regular velocity. It's not. It doesn't really hold its weight.
Ah,
That's why retail
okay.
to me, honestly, is something that I wouldn't invest for the long run. I mean, a good quick pop, like you were saying, like the Jordans that are coming out. Yeah, there's a good chance. Depends on how much of a quantity are they selling. Are they going to have a whole bunch in stores? If they're going to have a whole bunch in stores, that's hey, I'll say go ahead and do it. But you don't know if they're limited. If they're only limited to a certain amount of
Ah,
products, you're not going to see a lot of money coming in as you think you would. I thought the same thing with the PlayStation 5. That's why I say retail is really funny. It's really iffy. Unless they're opening up stores and they have like let's just say tens and 10, 20 or 30. You got to think about it, man. How many people are in the United States?
oh, millions.
These are billions, right? Okay. And we got to
Right.
talk about retail stores. Not all these stores are probably going to have those sneakers in there. Now, if all the stores in America were having all the same sneakers in there, and you know it's going to be a blockbuster, like people are going to buy them like crazy, then I'll say, hell yeah, shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. But you don't
Hmm.
know if it's going to be a large quantity of bulks of these sneakers being sold in these stores. See what's going to determine your money is how many consumers are buying into the products. It's the same thing with stocks, you know. So it's a catch 2020 there, man. I don't know. That's why I don't really mess with retail too much, man, because it's very iffy, man. You don't know. It's Nike will always hold his velocity because of the
Right.
fact that it's Nike. It's a household name brand. But the thing is that how many quality? I mean, do you think they're going to be having these in all the Nike stores?
That's what
Do you think
that
it's going to be
man. That
sold?
is
Do you
my
think it's
fight about that. Like that's my fight about that because I think that's why a little while ago I asked about the EU trade because sometimes there are drops here and they would be the same drop going on over there too. So that way I'd know like okay, if the shoe released here, I could make good money on it here in the US as well as make good money on it in the EU trade. So like I was just like trying to fire on all cylinders if you know what I mean.
when is these sneakers supposed to drop?
All right, so hold up. All right, so there's going to be, well, actually today, if you want to use today, for example, there's supposed to be some, and I know on the East Coast these are going to sell big. There's supposed to be some pink and red Tims, like of course for Valentine's Day theme. Just as well in Foot Locker, they dropped today some pink and red Air Force Ones. So that as well, you know what I mean? Like I look at that as well. But to give you a later date, I'd have to go out of this app and go into another app, and I don't want to mess up the call, bro.
Right. No, you're good, but I mean, how many shares are you planning on getting?
That also depends. That
Or you
depends. But if I had a ballpark estimate, it would depend. It would depend on if I'm close to the date, or far from the date, and how much I want to buy before then. I want to buy since it's 125. I was thinking I'll buy a whole stock, 125, and then from then on, I'll buy shares of it. I'll manage the entire stock or watch it as it goes. But the shares, those will be my day trade options, or those will be my next day air, so to speak, or my next day pay.
Oh yeah, well, with retail and Nike, you have to treat it like a day trade, man. You can't be with them for the long term investment because retail is up and down, up and down, up and down, and they have holidays and then they have their slow times where things are completely slow. So I don't rely on
Oh yeah,
retail to be honest with you. It's
and if
I don't
you,
like to really touch with that
oh yeah,
as
and if
much.
you
I mean,
look,
when it's
Andrew, if you look at it, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
um number one is the shares are very expensive. I like to buy bulks. You know what I mean? because that's where I'm really gonna hit my money
Yeah.
at. It's about 125.94. I would say if you really want to get like yourself like a real huge return coming up, um, at least 5 shares, man. I mean, you would, but it's so expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's at 125.96. I don't know, man.
Right.
I I like to play the cheap man's game. I I like to bang for my buck, man. I like to get cheap stocks and day trade with cheap stocks and make a killing off of it, man. That's how I make my money because I'm able to buy bundles. I can't really buy too many bundles. I mean, if you have that type of money, then you could do so. But I mean, if you're talking about 125.94, let's just say you want 100 shares of Nike, you're gonna have to put at least what ten
Oh
thousand
no, I
dollars
can't
into that
afford
bitch.
that. I can't afford that right now. But
No,
I'm
no,
just
more than that,
saying,
more than that.
that'd
No,
be
no, no.
the
You have to
example
put
I
like
go with.
100. You have to put like at least $100,000. I would say if you want like ten thousand
Oh well,
dollars
yeah.
worth. I mean, if you want 10,000 share, like not. I mean, I'm sorry, like 100 shares. I think that's about what 100 grand, ain't it? 100 shares.
Probably be a little more, a little less. Probably yeah,
Yeah, about 100 grand.
somewhere in that
So
ballpark.
I mean, that's the only way I can see you making a big, huge return. But like, I like having big returns, brother. That's why I go for cheap shares, like Nike and stuff. It's okay. You can make it so. I mean, if you're lucky, you hit right. You buy 1 or 2 shares, you can probably make yourself a good, maybe $200-300 extra on top of what you made. But
Yeah, I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening,
it's
man.
a good little
Oh,
cash.
and
It's a good little
before we get
cash
off,
if you look at it.
oh yeah, man, definitely. Before we get off, man, I wanted to ask you, okay, when controversial things happen to these companies, and I'm just going to use retail as an example again, just for you, just to get your take on it. So I'm pretty sure you heard all the blah blah blah, all the blase blase with Kanye West. Now he's partnered with
Mhm.
Adidas, right? So if you go to Adidas, if you look at Adidas's on Robinhood, you'll see that they did take an effect from that, and they went down, so they're low. However, Adidas is a company that won't stay low long. So do you think when you take a look, do you think that dip was worth it?
Let
Because
me see.
I'm pretty sure they'll get back with Kanye. I think they're just going, brush this under the
What's the symbol?
under the rug and get right back with him.
What's the symbol for Adidas?
It's like a 3 little leaves, but ADD. It should be. If you type the whole thing, it should be there.
Oh, okay.
ADIDAS.
ADDY. Okay, okay. I see her. So I didn't know that he did sign a deal with Adidas. Did he?
Yeah, that's the Yeezys.
Okay.
But as you can see, they're down, right? They're facing a little bit of a bear issue. A month ago, yeah, it's when it just about happened, bro.
Let me see, because
Or
today is.
last year.
So I guess they were maintaining a velocity pretty good on the 9th. It was at 84, 83, and then I guess they found out the news on the 9th that he was gonna partner with Adidas.
Well, he said some. Well, it's YouTube sensitive. I won't really say it, but he said this and that and this and that. Some controversial things that I'm sure many people who wear Adidas probably weren't too comfortable with. So, that's probably where it took a dip because him being involved in Adidas
Holy
was
shit!
their
Look at
bread and
real.
butter. Or
Well, it
that's
took a really
crazy, isn't it?
nasty dip. Yeah, because you can see the resistant levels is really close. See, retail, this is why I don't like to invest my money into retail, to be honest with you. It's too risky, man. Retail is very, very risky. You can make a lot, but you could also lose a lot. Look at this huge dip, man. Look at this. Eight
That's
dollars
very
and
big.
59 cents a loss per share. That's a lot.
Hell
$74
yeah, that
and
is.
77 cents. Just imagine if you had like a bulk of 100 shares, bro, and you lost $8.59 per share. Bro, that's a lot of loss. Man. Look at this shit. Huge drop down. It went
Make a
from
man want to cry, huh?
$84 all the way down as a dip to $74. Golly. Now, the resistant level is high. That's the craziest thing because you know what it is? People started to sell their shares because I guess
Yeah,
they were out of fear or panic that they wouldn't make any money. So
yeah.
this is where the dip. This is where I could tell. This is where Kanye decided to want to. Wow, wow,
And you see and I under
and it
now I
hasn't
get what you
recovered
mean
again.
by yeah. Now I get what you mean by you're not too, you know, you don't really deal with retail too much. I get it, and I see why.
No, no,
However,
no, I
um,
can't. Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
However,
deal with retail.
I can
I like to deal
see.
with foreign stocks. I deal with Chinese stocks. I deal with foreign stocks. That's what really helped me get the money. I deal with Apple. That's foreign if you look at it. I deal with Tesla. That's foreign. I tend to not really deal
Yeah,
with too much. I don't think is Adidas foreign. I don't think Adidas is foreign. I think that's an American stock.
uh,
Well,
yeah. I
they're
think it is.
retail.
I'm not.
Well, yeah, it's retail, and I tend to not to deal with retail, man, because of things like this. Because people could easily pull the plug and they get in their emotions, man. I look at this. The resistant level's right here. There's no reason for this to drop down this low like this. It's because
Yeah, but it did.
people were selling their shares. Look at where the resistant level was high, and it just dropped the velocity. Just look at that, dropped all the way low, plunged. Jesus. I would have been mad that day.
Damn.
Imagine if I had like $100,000 and that I've made already from the high dips. If I had that, right? And then all of a sudden that shit
Right.
goes all the way down. That shit, man, that cut my money in half. I would have like maybe $40,000 left. God damn. You go from $100,000 investment to $40,000. Jesus. This is why
Damn,
this is why I
Kanye.
don't like this is why when it comes down to having big money, I tend to never want to put big money in long-term investments. Why? Because you have a greater chance on losing your money versus you having it in there for a short period of time. I get in and get out. I
Oh
get
yeah.
in and get out. Once I see that shit starts to creep down, or I feel like the resistant line is down, and I have 100 grand in there, I'm pulling the fuck out because I already know I'm about to lose that money.
Mm, smart.
That's that's crazy,
Very
man.
smart. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
But anyways, Drew, I just want to thank you for the time, man.
Yeah.
This was very
Hey,
informational,
man.
brother.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. I try to help everybody out as much as I can, man. I give people advice, and you know,
Hell
little
yeah,
extra cash
definitely,
in the
man.
pocket.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Hey, you should I recently looked into this company called Aspen. It's like a pharmaceutical company. They're a German-based company as well, but they're here in America. Well, it just makes sense of that. But they do a lot of their business here, therefore they're in our stock market. So I bought like they're like at $2 a share as well for Aspen. So I bought me like man, I done bought at least like do the math 10 times two. I done bought like at least 20 shares of that already, man. And man, I'm telling you, it's doing all right. It helps me keep even. It's one of them low investment stocks that'll help you break even every day. So I at least close out with at least $1.25 every day plus. But it's cool
Yeah,
as
I hear
long
you.
as I can break even
I
positive to negative. Hey, I'm all right.
I tell you how my strategy goes, bro. I tend not to like really focus too much on so many stocks in 1 week because if I'm putting in basket, I want to kind of like focus on that for the next maybe week or two. If I feel like it's a hot stock, and then
Mm,
once I feel like I've made enough money and it's gone to its highest resistant level, then I'll pull out. I'll pull out because I know that there's going to be a rush, a bull rush to where it's gonna get high. Just don't know when, but it's
yeah.
happening soon. See this see the resistant level on the same stock is going down a little bit, but it keeps going up and down. I want it to go down so I could buy more shares, but it keeps staying at 214 or it goes higher. No, it'll go down. The lowest will go down to 27. I want it to go down to where it reaches the resistant line of 205, and then I'll go ahead and buy into some shares. but I don't want to buy it at 214. I want to wait for it to go down, which it looks like it's climbing down. So once it gets down to 205, then I'll buy more stock. But yeah, man, as far as see, it's dropped down to 212. As far as retail goes, man, I uh, I'm
It's
iffy
a tough
about that,
call.
man. I'm iffy about it, man.
I
I mean, if you
understand.
have the money, you want to take the risk. Like I said, I don't advise anybody to do anything. That's totally up to you on what you want to do with your money. If you want to ask me personally, would I do it? No. I don't I
Mm,
don't I don't touch
okay.
Nike. Me personally, I don't want to touch Adidas. Nike, you could possibly make a profit off of it, but like I said, you're gonna have if you want to make a huge return back from Nike, you're gonna have to buy some shares, man. And but their shares are expensive. They're at 125.
I know. I
I like
know.
to do the
That's what sucks about it.
cheap man's game, rich man's profit.
I like that.
I like to
I
invest
like that
cheap
strategy.
man's gain. Cheap man's gain, rich man's profit. That's the strategy I go by. I go by cheap shares. I don't like too much into dealing with the bulky because I like to buy bulky shares. Like for instance, like look how many shares I got in here. 528 shares. I got a portfolio diversity of 87.13% ratio. I want to try to make this to 600 as soon as it makes its dip. This is the average cost of it, $1.33. I actually got it at $1.27. It's at $2.11 now. So I've already doubled up
Mm.
my money that I've already made. So I've already made my money that I've already invested in. But obviously, I want to quadruple. I want to quadruple. I want to make more. I want to make thousands. My goal, like
Hell yeah.
if I'm looking at the strategy right within the next 2-3 weeks, and it keeps on going up, the resistant level goes high and it pushes up higher. I could be looking at maybe I don't want to jinx myself, but could be about $4,000 to $5,000 as a return. And
Nice.
that's off of a cheap man's investment, a rich man's gain. Do you listen, man?
I'm
Rich people, bro. People who invest into the market, they're not buying Tesla shares and shit. Be honest with you, they're really not.
mm,
You know how people are getting rich? Eli Moss is not going to tell you. Of course, he wants you to invest into his products because obviously he's making money off of you. But really and truly, with your money that you buy a Tesla car with, he's using that money and he's buying Chinese stocks. He can go ahead and put
oh
in
yeah.
$100,000 to $200,000 into something like this, and easily within 15 minutes, if it goes high, he could easily quadruple that $200,000 that he put into investment. Not just that, he'll make the shit go crazy high, but he would also quadruple what he made. So that 200, let's just say he put in $200,000 into FLJ Group, right? In 15 minutes,
Hmm.
that shit, if he announces saying, yeah, I bought some shares with FLJ Group, do you know how fast that $2.11 will become $10 or $15.20?
Oh yeah. It
Real
wouldn't
quick.
take no time.
No
He'd
time.
break the internet.
He
Break
will
the internet.
break it. He will break it. And if that does happen, and it goes to $15, guess what? My investment of $500 already doubled to $1,000, but it will, man, I could be looking at about $15,000 off of a $500 investment if it went up that high.
Mm,
And that's off of
beautiful.
$500.
Beautiful.
Yeah. If he were to
Beautiful.
do that, he's got the power to do that because guess what? Everybody's going to listen to Eli Moss wherever Eli Moss goes. They all going to just flood
Right.
and go there. So, with that being said, I'm a cheap man and I like to be rich.
Well, there ain't nothing
So
wrong with that. And
I
blessings to
play
you,
the
Drew.
cheap man's gain profits rich scheme, man. That's how I do it in the stock market. And a lot of rich people do the same thing too. They're not gonna tell you, but they're gonna invest into smaller, cheaper products so that way they know they can make a whole lot more money out of it. Some of them, well, cheap to them would be probably not like this, but cheap to them would probably be like, I don't know, like probably Amazon right now that's done its split. and it's like $100 and something
Mhm.
per share, they could easily say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put in $100,000 into Amazon. Next minute, Amazon goes way the hell up, and you make money. But
Absolutely. Yup.
I tell you what, to watch out for is them Chinese shares, man. People sleep on those Chinese shares because just think about it. The Chinese are importing and exporting products left and right in America. Electrical things, everything's becoming
Mm.
electrical. I invested 73 shares in electrical batteries, electrical equipment that's needed to charge things. They're gonna have eventually electrical homes. Like everything's gonna be electrical. It's gonna run through electrical cars they got. And guess what? I invested into the batteries. You're gonna need the batteries to charge these things. So that's gonna
Of
go up
course, of
dramatically.
course,
So I look at the things,
of
I look at the
course.
future too. I look at things in the future, and I look at some Chinese stocks that I've done some research on. So believe it or not, the Chinese are capitalizing the economy, man. They're taking
Oh,
it over, man. So
absolutely,
that's fine.
absolutely,
I
man.
just want to go where the money is because I'm trying to capitalize with them. I'm trying to
I
capitalize with
heard
them.
that. I heard
Okay,
that.
so we're at 205.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is what I'm gonna do. So we at 205. So this is what I'm about to do. Uh let me see how many shares I want to buy. I want to buy, let's go by the shares. What was it? We said 72 shares. Get it at. Mm, damn, that's still a lot. I don't want to spend $147 for 72 shares. Okay, let's just bring it down a little bit. Let's do half. Let's do 50. I want to spend under $100. I just don't want to spend that much. Let's do
Right.
50 shares. Okay, so I'll do 50 shares at 205, right?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna place my order, 50 shares. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I can show that. Yeah, let's go ahead and I don't want to put my information out there like that. Let's go ahead and hide that.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Um, hold on. Yeah, because I got my bank information and shit. Definitely want to do that. Okay, let's
Oh, I know.
do. Okay, let's do that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But hey, Drew, I'm gonna ride out, man. I gotta head out this door real quick. But I
All right,
just
bro.
wanted to tap on that
All
with
right,
you,
man. I
man.
appreciate you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Appreciate you, bro. All right, boss. All right, so we got that. We at 205. So this is where we dropped it down. We go buy some shares right now. You heard? I'm gonna do 50, man. 50 shares. Oh man, I don't got enough, motherfucker. Hold on. I thought I had enough in here. Nah, we want to change that. Hold on. I guess I didn't have enough money in my bank account thingamajig. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I'll do another one. So I can't really show y'all that. It's my bank information and shit. Okay. Okay. I think we got it. Let's go ahead and buy it now. Oh shit. And at 207. Fuck, man. Gone up. Damn it. All right, let's get these shares right now because I already know the resistance level is gonna go up. So I'm gonna buy 50 shares. Make it a limit. Okay, let's just do it for like fuck it. I'm gonna do it for 205, man. Because it should go back down to 205 when it gets down to 205. I'll buy it. Yeah, I want to buy it good for the day at 205. Because I really don't want to buy it at 207. I'll buy it at 205. Wait for it to go back down, which it will. All right, so we have it set up to buy 50 more shares. 205. What the hell is going on here? It's trying to act crazy on me now. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Why is it acting all crazy? Just trying to get it at 205, but I missed it. But oh well. We got it at 207. But I already had and put it to 205, so why is it not going down, man? This shit's starting to act all slow now, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with my joint. It's starting to act slow on me. Give me a second, guys. Bear with me. We're gonna wrap this up in a sec. Oh man. Okay. Let me see. For 205, 50 shares. All right, I'm gonna let y'all guys see this. You guys can see this, man. All right. For 205. Says you've received your limit order to buy 50 shares of FLJ through your brokerage account at a maximum of 205 per share. If this order isn't filed by the end of the market hours today at 4 p.m., it will expire. Why hasn't the order been filed yet? Actually, I'd like to cancel. See more details. Oh, this thing's acting slow right now. Why are you doing this right now to me, man? I may have to clean out the cookies, man. Let me see something, man. Let's clean out some stuff in here. It seems like it's acting a little slow. Yeah, let's go ahead and clear that data. Get rid of that shit. Goodness, man. This thing's getting the hiccups right now. All right, well, it looks like I think we're just gonna wrap it up right now, man. I don't know what in the hell is going on. I can't even move. I can't even move through the screen now. I can't even go down the screen or nothing, man. What in the hell is going on? Let's refresh this. Okay, now we're getting down. All right, cool. All right, well, did we buy it at 528? No, we just have a pending transaction at it, so hopefully it will go back down to 205 and I can get those 50 shares. If it doesn't go back down to 205 before 4 o'clock, then they'll give me back my money. That's how it goes. But over here, this resistant level, that's kind of close. So it looks like it may go to 205, but it looks like the resistant level is at 227. That's why I'm saying it's not gonna. I should have grabbed it. I did grab it when I had the chance, but I was talking to Jay and Jay was distracting me and shit and kind of fucked up my whole thing, man. It's all good, man, but damn it. Just trying to get it, but The way the resistance level is going up, I don't think it's gonna go back down. I think it's gonna stay there at 209. But anyways, guys, um, I'm gonna go ahead and close off, man. Thank you all for joining, man. I want to know what you guys think. Write your comments down. Subscribe to this channel. If you guys have any questions, feel free write your comments underneath the description box. I placed the order here for 205 for 50. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys. If you guys celebrate that. Let me see. We got some questions here. Michelle, no problem. I'm hoping that it goes down to 205, man. Damn. I missed my entering, man. Shit. See, I should have probably got it when it was like today. Today it was like at, see, from 11 a.m. It's at 196. That shit is not going down anytime soon. All right, y'all. Well, you think about Home Depot? See, I don't really go for like department stores that much or like retails because the thing is with investing into retails, man, it's an up and down situation with them, man. Like I like to, and not just they're expensive, man. Them shares are expensive. You gotta have money to be to really make money. You gotta be what to invest into a whole bunch of bulks. You gotta buy bulks. You gotta buy shares, bro. That's how you really gonna make your money. You gotta buy a whole lot of shares. And when those prices are too expensive, I'm sorry, but I don't got like $3,000 to $5,000 to do an investment on Home Depot and get a whole bunch of share, get like 200 shares with them. I don't have that type of money. So you want to start off light. You start off with cheaper shares and make more money, make big money out of them. And then you use that money to invest into other shares. That's how you do it. But anyways, guys, thank you all for joining, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know if I'm going to have a show on my other channel or not today. I don't think I have anything lined up. Maybe sometime during the week. I don't know. Something comes up, some crazy viral thing. I'll probably do a show later on tonight. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hit the showers, do some cleaning in the house, stuff like that. That's about it. I thank you guys all for joining the show. We out of here. I'm going to see y'all in the next one.